Hi, happy enders. It's another week. I'm sorry about last week. It's just, I do this podcast all by myself. I edit it. I put in all the sound. Do the endings. I do the sponsors. And I massage for it. So, there's times where just life just gets too much in the way and I just cannot put a podcast out. I had an author signing on Saturday. Normally what I do is when I get off work on Friday, I come home and I edit the podcast, which takes like 2 to 3 hours to edit. So I just couldn't do it last week. I'm sorry. The past couple months, Emily has tried to get me to release these unedited, but I just honestly can't do it. I mean, my name's the only one on this. She does help and everything, but this is my podcast. Like, I do everything for it. So I can't seem to want to do that where I release it just with the long pauses and everything. It's just, I don't edit anything out. No content's edited out. I just try and clean it up so you guys can listen to it clearly. And I'm working really hard on learning how to edit even better. So because of that, there was no podcast last week, and I am sorry. Hopefully you guys caught up. Crazy news. Thursdays, I am now invited to the basement, which is the podcast studio of the Comedy Store, to start doing the podcast there, which is ridiculously cool. This was the first time. I was supposed to have Bobby Lee, but he didn't show up, so we just grabbed one of the door guys and pulled him on. Which I think is a good thing because we are working out some of the kinks. You're going to hear people coming up and down the stairs. You will hear Jeff Scott on the piano keys. But, I'm in the Comedy Store doing this podcast, which is fucking ridiculously cool. And it seems like maybe the next couple weeks we're going to be getting through a lot of the Comedy Store door guys just because we're trying to work out a lot of the kinks. But we have some crazy guests coming up, and I am ridiculously excited about where this podcast is going to go. And so on this podcast is Abby Roberge. He is a door guy. He's from Canada. I think he's done some acting. A lot of the women think he's adorably cute. He's a little too polished for me. I like those rough and tumble kind of guys, but I could see the appeal. He's a good looking kid, and we talk a lot about how he grew up. At the very end, he starts explaining that he was in, I won't ruin it for you, but it's a crazy story, so I hope you and also shout out to Care by Design Absolute Extract. You guys have given me the lotion, and I appreciate it more than you know. The CBD stuff, their 18-to-1 pills, have helped my anxiety immensely, and still thick and tasty pizza. I love you guys, and you guys should check them out. They're on 4444 La Cienega Boulevard. So enjoy.
How the massage cast got kicked out of the basement.
All right, gang, you're rolling.
All right.
Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Abby Roberge, and I'm a door guy here at the Comedy Store, a world famous Comedy Store.
And he said he can take pressure, so we're going to break him.
We'll see.
And then he has to go to work. Look, your butt's already clenched.
He's like, that was supposed to be a secret, Joe.
Now, have you ever had a massage before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get them often?
A couple times a year, I think.
Okay. Yeah?
Oh, that feels great.
And if you need, honestly though, if you need me to back off, I can.
Oh, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. So how's your week been going?
My week is awesome. My life is sweet. I'm working here every day and running and just getting ready for a trip to Vancouver next week.
What are you going to do in Vancouver?
I'm doing some shows. I'm opening for Theo for a couple shows. Ooh, that's a bit much. opening for Theo for a couple shows.
Okay.
And then I have my own headlining show that I'm going up there for.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then I'm going to see family.
Okay.
And just hike. Vancouver's like, it's the best. Vancouver in like late June, early July is just so much fun. The whole city comes alive.
It's because they're out of the snow.
Yeah. It's like there's like 2 weeks out of the year. It doesn't rain. And now, God, we got to get enough vitamin D to last us for the whole year.
So
Speaking of vitamin D, I just watched a very, very good video about vitamin D. If you're listening to this podcast, make sure that you take your vitamin D. It's the most important thing you can be taking.
That's funny because in high school they used to always try and get me to take vitamin D too, but I don't think we're talking about the same vitamin.
That's fine.
But also, if you're taking vitamin D, make sure you're taking calcium along with it because that is like a lock and key mechanism.
No, if you have too much vitamin, it calcifies in your bloodstream. You have to take vitamin K so it doesn't calcify in your bloodstream. That's what I heard.
Okay.
What video did you watch?
This doctor,
Is that the name of it? This
Dr. Rhonda Patrick.
Is that something you do often, is watch videos about vitamins?
Just whatever pops up on my feed, you know? I watch a lot of videos about, I don't know. Just whatever comes up. Yeah.
I wonder if that's why they call it feed, because they're just feeding you shit.
Me, and I'm just a little fat little piglet.
You're like, give me more.
Consuming their videos.
What's one kind of video that every time you see it, you'll stop and watch it? A certain kind?
I'll watch a good like Game of Thrones fan video, like a fan theory video or something like that.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite thing ever.
Were you okay with the ending?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I would have done a couple things differently, but I mean, look, I'm such a big fan of the show. It's like, why would I hate something I love so much? You know?
No,
it's like I'm not entitled. People are so like. People get so angry. It's like, hey, you're not entitled to the ending you want. You know, you just get you got to enjoy it up to the last 3 episodes, and if it didn't live up to your standard, then that's on you. You know,
you just need to enjoy things more.
That's true, and that's kind of why I started writing books. I read a book that just did not end the way I wanted it to, and I was like, I can make this better. So I wrote my own books.
Oh, that's great.
I guess that's what you can do. Yeah. And I guess that's what fan fiction is. People are like, no, I can do it better, so they do.
My brother pirated the 5th Harry Potter book because he didn't want to pay full price for it. Because, he was a kid, didn't have any money. And then he read the whole thing, and he's like, man, this 5th Harry Potter book might be the best book yet. Then he was discussing it with his friend. His friend's like, what are you talking about? It's like, that didn't happen. He's like, yes, it did. Turns out my brother bootlegged like a fan fiction version of the 5th Harry Potter book.
Your brother does know that there's things called libraries as well, right?
This was like right when the book came out, so it wasn't, I don't think it was available in libraries yet.
Okay. Only because like my books have been on pirating sites, and it hurts a little or a lot.
Yeah, but J.K. Rowling's a billionaire. She can handle it.
Exactly. Which means, like, pirate those, not indie authors. We need your dollar.
I love buying books. Like, I love going to Barnes and Nobles and buying books. Like, it's such a great experience. I like everything about it. I like sitting between the aisles and reading the first few pages. And
you don't read the end?
No, I want to read the end.
That's what I said. She reads the end first, every book she picks up.
Oh, no.
I have to make sure it's going to end the way I want it to.
Yeah, but it's like you wouldn't even understand the ending.
I can do context clues.
I guess, but it's not that there's going to be no impact, no significance, no symbolism. Like, you're missing all of that.
That's okay.
I'm good with that. In fact, when I write a book, I know how it's going to end.
Well, that's
before
a
I
good way to
start writing.
When you're writing, that's the way to do it. You start with the ending and work backwards. That's what I hear, at least.
I don't know. I don't like surprises.
Have you ever thought about writing a book?
I've considered it, yeah.
You should. Everybody should write a book.
I like creative writing. Sometimes I've written a couple scripts like just to be creative, and like scripts with no intention of showing it to anybody. I'm just like, this is my own weird little.
This is
just my thing. It's just for me.
Now, besides reading and going to bookstores, how else do you relax? Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good knot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I work out about 7 days a week. That's good. That's the stuff.
What do you do?
Am I doing pretty good as far as pressure goes? I like handling it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I lightened up on you, but...
Okay, nice. But I think whatever you're doing is perfect. What do I do to relax?
No, when you work out.
Oh, I run.
Are you a lifter? Oh, a runner. Ew.
Yeah, I run and then lift weights at the end. So I run from my place to Runyon, which is about an hour away. I go up and down Runyon twice, and then I run home. Or, sorry, a mile. Did I say an hour? Oh,
uh-huh.
Yeah, so I run. I don't know. So the whole thing takes about an hour or something, and then I go. Or if I just run up and down Runyon once, then I'll lift weights after.
Okay.
Did you do sports in school?
I wrestled in high school. I was pretty good at it. Actually, I actually wasn't that good at it. I was delusional though. So that was pretty.
Weren't we all?
No, I was like good, like in practice. Like I really I worked really hard at it and got good, but when it came to like tournaments and stuff, I'd get so I'd always defeat myself before the match came, or I'd spaz out and just not perform the way I'm supposed to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those traps are tight. Feel that clicking?
This is a real trap.
Now, what doesn't relax you? Like, what's one of your pet peeves that just...
Oh, I was at an open mic yesterday, and this lady was on stage, and she was chewing gum during her set, and like... And I feel like other people get like kind of annoyed by that. To me, it literally is like assault. Like it's like I'm... Are either of you a claustrophobic?
A little, yes.
So I get that feeling times like 4 when someone makes noise, any noise with your mouth that's not speaking.
So when you get blowjobs, you're like, shh.
Yeah, even that, you know?
Has it always been that way, or was there like a person?
Nope, always been that way.
Oh my god, you were that kid then, huh?
I used to just get fucking angry if I'm at a dinner table and people are chewing their mouth open. I'd have to like excuse myself.
No, I can't do that either. My kids, I used to call them Smacky McSmackersons.
Yeah, any lip smacking, it's just like...
It's aggressive.
I don't know why. It's like, it ruins my life.
The next blowjob needs to be with a mime.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that would be fun. They're just miming a blowjob at you.
You're all, that looks really good. You should try that on the real thing.
Apply yourself.
I don't know why I did that movement.
I'll just put some ear plugs in.
She's literally choking, and you're just like, oh, I can't hear you. You're doing great.
More? Okay.
What else? Any other things that bug you? Any other pet peeves?
Let's see. Just like every person at the Comedy Store. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a fucking sweetheart. I'm like people. I think if you were to do a poll of people that know me, and they were like, "Hey, name the top 10 chillest people you know," I feel like I'd be in most people's lists.
Okay, now let's put you in a room, like a matrix room, that changes however you want it to change. And it is the most obnoxious, annoying, like everything about it is just sets you on edge. What's going on in there? Where are you? What does it look like?
Wow, that's an evil hypothetical. I don't even want to picture that. A couple people chewing, a couple people with BO. And it's like a young open micer comedian giving me notes on my set while chewing a slice of pizza, and he hasn't showered in a couple days.
See, that's sad because that could really happen.
And then I got, one time I was working the back door here at the Comedy Store, which is like the worst shift you could get, you know? It's like 8 hours long, and, you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything, and I had there was 5 cokeheads standing in front of me all talking about comedy. I had a crazy homeless guy that sells t-shirts talking in one ear, and a schizophrenic guy talking in the other ear. It was like I was literally being attacked from all angles. And I didn't acknowledge any, I didn't respond to any. I was just sitting there minding my own business, and people just kept talking.
That sounds like the store.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't escape it.
Now, do you have any favorite memories of going on vacation or things like that when you were younger?
I never took many vacations, but I grew up in the woods.
Okay.
So, you know, I literally camped. When people are like, oh yeah, I went on a camping trip, I'm like, that was the first 12 years of my life.
That's every day.
Yeah. We lived in a tepee when I was a year. Lived in a tepee for a year when I was a kid.
How old were you?
I mean, 3 or 4.
Do you remember living in a teepee?
Oh, yeah. And then,
did you live in a community with teepees?
It was like a Hare Krishna commune. And so everyone had their own land, you know.
Okay.
It was like a valley. And
did you go to the airport and hand out flowers?
My parents did stuff like that. They made a bunch of money, gave it to the temple.
Yeah. Right? Why they go and hand out? Do they hand out flowers and pamphlets, or just?
They do all sorts of hustles. Everybody, there's a.
Love your face.
Sorry, I grew up Mormon, so I understand direct sales. I just don't understand the flowers.
It's just like a hustle, you know. You hand it to people, and.
Were your parents bald? Did they have to shave their heads?
I mean, the women don't.
Oh, the women are allowed to have hair?
Yeah, the women are encouraged to have hair. Yeah, of course.
Oh, they're encouraged. Okay, what is discouraged in women?
Pretty much everything. Yeah, pretty much being yourself. Pretty much being a woman. That's, you know.
Are they still in it?
Yeah. My whole family's still into it.
So when you go and visit, are you going to be in a teepee? Are they?
Oh no, they don't live in the commune. They're still in the religion, but they what was I gonna say? Yeah, they live in the city now, but they're very religious.
So when did you move out of the teepee?
We just lived in the teepee while my dad was building our house.
Oh, okay.
He built it with his bare hands, chopped down the trees and cut the logs and did the whole thing.
Damn.
Pretty sweet house too.
And then that's where you're gonna go visit?
No, it's about a 4-hour drive outside of Vancouver. I'd like to go visit. I haven't been there in 15 years.
Are you close to your parents?
Yeah, they're great.
Now, are you still part of the Hare Krishna?
Oh no, not at all. I always argue with them and make fun of them, and they get mad at me.
But
it's
they're
kind of the opposite. They're most religious families, they kind of push it on the one who isn't. Mm-hmm. I'm the one who kind of pushes it on them that they're silly, you know. They're just going about their life, and I'm the one talking shit to them.
But they're allowed to still talk to you?
Yeah, it's you know, Hare Krishnas are they're goofy, but they're pretty nice, pretty harmless. I don't know.
What's the basis? What's the basis of?
we're just all stuck in this endless cycle of birth and death and reincarnation, and the way we live our life kind of dictates where we end up in our next life. You kind of work up the chain of from like an ant, or not from nothing to human.
What's after human? A human again?
Yeah, human again, or if you don't, you become an animal again. You could go to hell. If you go to hell, do you get to come back, or you just is that? I don't remember the exact. Anyway, so we're stuck in this cycle of birth and death, and after you become a human and you kind of renounce yourself from all material desires, and you sort of live. It's all about connecting to Krishna, right? It's all about showing your love and appreciation to Krishna. And so when you realize that, when you live your entire life in service of Krishna, and you don't care about these material things, and you live for Krishna, then when you die, you get reborn in Godhead, and you end this endless cycle of rebirth and reincarnation.
Okay.
Sounds pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. Have you ever heard that they say that when you die and you see the light is actually you being reborn, like the vagina opening and you just fucking coming out and doing it again?
Maybe that's why there's like stillbirths,
Because they're like, I don't want to do this again?
Well, yeah, because there's like people that like see the light and then they come back. And then that's why a baby gets born like still,
Damn. All right.
Hey, maybe.
There you go.
I mean, if I had to put a dollar on it, I don't know if I would, but
Not a dollar, maybe a quarter.
Probably not. But why not have fun with the theory?
There you go. Okay, now I know the answer to one of them, but have you ever broke anything?
As a matter of fact, yes. This arm that you're massaging, I've broken this one twice. My left arm was broken twice. Second time I got a plate and 4 screws. Now,
where's the plate?
If you see that scar on my forearm?
I do.
Yeah, right under there.
Okay.
And then back in, when was that? Back in November of 2018, very recently, I fell on my bird scooter and I broke my right wrist and my right elbow. And they're still not fully healed. I'm still dealing with it.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed, fortunately. I was in a cast for about 4 months. Hey, what time is it?
We're just about to wrap up.
Yeah, I'm going to hit your other arm real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just got to even you out.
Yep. We've been doing this together too long.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Okay,
So when you were growing up, did you go to public school or did they teach you on the commune?
Oh, yeah, I went to public school. I went to public school for the first couple of years, and then we built a school in the commune, and then we tricked the government into paying for it. And so, technically it was a public school, but it was kind of like a private school also. I was the only kid in my grade.
Damn.
I was the only 5th grader in my school.
Teacher molest you? No, I'm kidding.
No, everyone was cool. And then, what's it called? And then in the 7th grade, I moved to Vancouver, which is, big regular city, so I got to live a city life. But when I moved to Vancouver, I lived on temple property, which is kind of like a commune within the city in a way. That was kind of more of a commune, actually, because the temple owned this, big plot of land with, a farm and, apartment buildings and stuff, and it's all kind of one little...
All right. So, we're going to end with this, or we can end with that. I like to ask this question. What is your favorite non-comedy memory that makes you laugh every time you think of it?
Ooh, wow. That's a good question. Non-comedy memory. You laugh every time I think of it.
If you get in with your friends or your family and you're like, do you remember that time?
Oh, yeah. I was one time, me and my friend, we went on a road trip, and for some reason, I felt like flipping off oncoming traffic for no reason. I was 18. I was very immature.
I still flip off the
And
TMZ
some lady
bus.
was making a left turn, and we were at a light, and I flipped her off, and she got really mad by it. And then about 20 minutes down the road, we noticed she was like bumper to bumper with us, trying to like run us off the road. But it was the funniest thing ever, because we were terrified, but we couldn't stop laughing. It's like, we were two big boys and like driving a car, and there's like a single lady by herself, but we were so scared, because it was so scary, because I knew I was 100% in the wrong. Like, and then my friend was laughing, because when I panic, it's like kind of funny, because I'm like, oh no, I started freaking out. It's pretty good.
All right, is there anything you want to plug?
Oh, the Door Guys podcast. If you like podcasts, check out the Door Guys podcast. Me and Marmos Rashidi, Feng Chow. And find me on social media at ABBYROBERGE.
Perfect. All right, how do you feel?
I feel really good.
And see, are you ready for work now?
I'm going to go on record and say it's the best massage I've ever gotten.
Hell
I
yeah.
would pay for this massage.
All right, take
Take
your time.
And
What time is it, though?
it is
8:09.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Shit, I gotta get up there. That was fun.
Good.
My nose was stuffed up though the whole time.
Yeah, it means your lymphatic system's draining.
That it.
No, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Just make sure you drink lots of water.
Shout to you.
All right, you guys, that was my episode with Abby Roberge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting. If you guys want to, you could click subscribe, send comments, send emails to joyshappyendings@gmail.com. Anything will help, and I hope you guys have a good day.